Hi Emuade family, my name is Amberly. I'm Emuade's National Sales Manager and I'm here joined with Amy Nicolo, our President and COO.
Hi.
And we're here today to give you a few exciting updates. Number one, we're going to give you guys an update on my toenail progress. I have been treating nail fungus due to an injury that was back in June, late June. We did a video in September that was for Fungal Disease Awareness Week, where we started showing the initial progress of my toe, and we've been getting a lot of requests from all of our customers to see my progress now that it's been about 8 months later. So we're gonna get into that, and we also have a few other exciting announcements, so stay tuned until the end of the video to hear those. But to start with, for my nail fungus progress, I was treating it, or I have been treating it with Emuade Max First Aid Ointment, which is this product right here. So this is the maximum strength out of the two ointments that we have. We have a regular strength that's in a blue label, and this is the maximum strength in the red label. And this is the product we recommend for fungal infections. So this is the product if you're treating nail fungus, whether it's fingernail fungus, toenail fungus, any kind of fungal infection in general, you want to be using the maximum strength. I've been using it very consistently, the minimum of 4 times a day, every day. That's really the key.
Well, 3 times a day is what we say. I think you're over applying maybe a little bit, but 3
Oh, yeah,
times
the
a
minimum.
day is what we recommend for any type of application. Morning, afternoon, and before bed. The more you apply it, obviously the better. Amberly, she's very diligent about her application. She's doing 4 times a day. It's not necessarily required, but definitely 3 times a day is going to give you the best results.
Yeah, exactly. So on our insert, we do recommend the 3 times a day at minimum. I go a little overboard with it, so if you can use it that often, great. It is all natural, so it's safe to use as often as you'd like.
So let's look at the before.
Yeah, so let's get into the before photos. I don't think we had a chance to show these initially. And we're gonna do some split screens here, so you guys will be able to see them here, but this is the before photo. So as you can see, it has the bruising, the blood starting to form underneath the nail. The first image is gonna be my left foot, the second image is gonna be my right foot, and that one just looks like as a little pinpoint on there. But that's from June 28th, so that was probably about a few days after the injury actually happened.
Then it got worse.
Yeah, as it usually does with nail
Right,
fungus.
absolutely.
Yeah, so anyone that's had nail fungus, especially due to an injury, you usually start to see it get worse before it starts to get better, because my nail died where the injury happened. The nail actually lifted off of the bed, so you could have put a Q-tip under there.
There was a separation, so that's where the fungus really thrives in that environment. So here in this August picture is really when you see, I think, the worst of it, where you see the fungus really taking hold underneath the nail. There's a lot of damage in the toenails, there's a lot of discoloration, and that is probably the worst of the fungal infection that you had, because as you move forward it looks like it starts to improve. I know you started treating it pretty regularly at that point. So
yeah, and as you'll see on these photos from August, you'll see the nail bed, and that's what we always advise our customers, is to look at the nail bed growing in. So you'll start to see that new healthy pink nail bed growing in, and that's the sign that the product's definitely working. The ointments don't contain any acids, bleaches, or chemicals to actually alter the color of the nail. What they do is they work in 2 steps. Number 1 is it's going to kill the fungus. Number 2, it's going to accelerate the healing of your nail to speed up the nail growth.
right, cellular regrowth and regeneration happens faster using the product, so over time you'll see the nail is growing out, which is exactly what needs to happen in order to have a healthy nail. You'll see the fungus is no longer spreading, it's contained or gone, and now it's just a discolored nail that's growing out. And so you can see the process where time over time in these pictures there's more and more pink showing up on the nail, and the damaged part of the nail is less obvious.
Yeah, and you just want to start to clip it off as the nail grows out, and you'll just see, as Amy said, that new healthy nail. So this next image is from September, so it's a month after the August photo, a few months after the initial injury, and that's how you know it's working. The new nail bed's growing in, so the product's doing its job.
So let's look at your nails now.
So let's see them now.
So it's about 8 months, you said, since the initial injury, and you've been using Emuade 100 times a day. So
Yeah, so I've been using it a lot.
3 times a day.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you know, we skip here and there. It happens, you know, life gets in the way, but definitely at minimum, I always try to do the 3 times a day. So as you can see here, these are for my big toenails. This is the toe that looked the worst from the photos. It's this one right here. And we'll take some photos and we'll show you guys again, but there's a line right there. And that's actually, this is all new nail growth from here to here. This has all been new nail growth. So that little bit right there, that's the leftover nail that is basically almost completely grown out. And you can see that my nails are, you know, healthy, doing great again. On this nail, you do see a little line right there. That's from another injury from about 2 weeks ago. But again, by applying Emuade Max to it, it really reduces the severity of what that bruise would have looked like. It probably prevented a bunch of, you know, damage from what the nail could have been, just because I've been applying Emuade Max in a prophylactic sense. But yeah, so the nails look great, and
So you've had a good success story.
yeah, so I've had a great success story. I've always used the product for nail fungus. I unfortunately do injure my feet a lot, so I'm one of those people that needs a product like this regularly. So for anyone else that suffers from nail fungus, whether it's due to an injury or you know, just certain environmental conditions that you're in, the product will work phenomenally for you.
And I think the progress that we've shown on Amberly's nail is a very realistic expectation that you can have about treating nail fungus. So a damaged toenail that's yellow and cracked and brittle and has black underneath it and has been subject to a chronic nail infection for years is not going to look perfect overnight. It's just unlikely. But what happens is you start to see progress, and with consistent use and patience and just continuing to use the product and allowing the nail to grow out, we recommend trimming the nail, as Amberly said, to keep it short, and just continually using the product until the healthy nail is grown out. You can see that within 8 months, she has gone from a really severely damaged set of toenails to what look like healthy, pink, normal, nice nails. So,
and that's, you know, on average how long it takes your nails, especially your toenails, to grow out. It can take anywhere from 6 months to 12 months for the whole nail to completely grow out. So 8 months is about the right time. You would
as long as it's growing out healthy, then you have a good sign that you're going to eliminate this infection and have healthy nails. So that's the update with Amberly, and we have 2 other really exciting pieces of news to share. One is that we are launching a new product. So it's a pain relief cream. It is not available yet, but we're launching it in the next few months. It's a product that we have been working on for, good Lord, close to 4 or 5 years in development. It's intended to treat all types of chronic pain, arthritic pain, sports injuries, neuropathy type pain and numbness, tingling, pulled muscles. It's phenomenal, and it will be released within the next few months. We'll give you updates when we're ready to launch it, but I just wanted to let everyone know to get excited, because this is a new product that we're adding to the Emuade family, and it's really a top of the line pain relief cream. So we're really excited about that. And then we have another really big announcement that's slated for the end of this month. And we're going to keep it a little bit of a secret, but we will share a tidbit about it. It's that you can expect that by the end of this month to see Emuade Max, which is our #1 selling product, this one right here, in close to 7,000 of your local favorite retail stores. So it will be readily available around the corner from you if you live in the United States. And we will share more about this in the coming weeks, but we just wanted to tell you that Emuade will be more available to you. You will be able to go into a local retailer and purchase the Emuade Max very soon.
Yeah, and we really just want to thank everyone for really supporting our brand, getting behind our cause with helping improve our customers' quality of life. That's a really important mission for us. So we're just really excited to bring that, to bring our products to you, in an easy to grab format in your favorite retail store. So we'll kind of leave it at that. Thank you so much for joining us for this video here with Emuade. And we hope you guys have a great rest of your day.
Thanks. Bye.